Okay, so snowballing a corner is always the same thing. It's taking a square and putting it on top of a bigger square, sewing, folding it over, and then having a different corner for your original square. And you can use this technique to make a bunch of different shapes, and your pieces are always going to be determined by your pattern. But I'm just going to show you how the technique works. So basically what you do is you have a foundation square, and then you'll have another one. You'll draw a line if you need to in the direction that your pattern says, and then you're going to put it on a corner, and then you're going to sew from this corner to this corner. So here is what that ends up looking like. And you'll take your iron and you'll just want to press this, and this just helps it stop the wonking. So now you'll take your ruler and you want to find your 1/4 inch line, and you're going to line that 1/4 inch line up with the stitch line that you made on your square, and then you cut the corner off. Now you'll push this corner out and take your iron and press. You want to make sure you're not doing this number because it will make it wonky. And when I'm completely done doing all the corners, or 2 of the corners, or however many corners your pattern calls for, I always take some starch and then press again, because sometimes the corners won't lay down nice and flat. That is snowballing a corner. Let me show you some variations. So like I mentioned before, snowballing corners can make lots of different shapes. When you snowball 2 corners of a square, you can get these nice star points, or you can get this type of pointed shape. Here's another common snowball, and even something like this. All of these are snowball shapes. A few things to watch out for is you want to make sure that you are stitching on that square in the way that your pattern instructs. So just be cautious of that. They're also, like I mentioned too, that they are notorious for getting wonky. So I always starch my fabric before I ever cut them into squares. And also, you want to make sure that when you put them on top of the other fabric that you're putting it flush with the corners. I think that's all the tips I've got. I hope this is helpful.